Welcome to our first episode of Kraken Off the Clock.
Bingo.
My name's Austin,
I'm Jeremy.
and yeah, we're gonna have a lot to talk about. We're gonna be hopefully doing an episode a week, if not more. I hope not, because I'm gonna be sitting here for a while.
We'll have guest appearances as well. We'll have some of our fellow blue collar brothers in arms on the purple couch there.
And some white collar as well, nothing wrong with those.
Not saying nothing. Just saying. Just
They'll
saying.
also be employees of Kraken Hydraulics. I think it's gonna be a real fun time.
We're gonna keep it upbeat. We're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna have make jokes of it if you would, but also be kind of informative as well. I would imagine.
I would imagine.
Try to.
Yeah,
All the I mean, I've been in the industry for construction industry for 30 years, so pretty much I've seen it. Been there, done that, and I'm a storyteller, so I will tell you guys as many stories as you want me to tell.
yeah, we'll definitely have to ponder that one. Yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about ourselves. Um, as I said before, my name's Austin. I have a mechanic background. I don't really have the construction background. A lot of blue collar. About 90% of my life. It's been a real fun time, but it also a lot of heartaches, a lot of headaches. That's the biggest thing. I was in the automotive industry for over 10 years. That was really fun. Most of it being managerial, I guess you could say. Yeah, it's now I've been doing this. Well, I guess we're gonna do this first.
That's right. Little baby red solo cups. Clink.
Cheers.
That cheers.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Oh, you got to breathe through the mouth on that one. Oh, righty. Real fun time.
Our producers don't like us.
Ugh. And for anybody wondering, that is not our first one. All
Ugh.
right, we're gonna move on from that. So yeah, I've been like I was saying, I've been doing automotive for little over 10 years. I couldn't love it anymore. Real gearhead. What about you, Jeremy?
Well, I got started, like I said, about 30 years ago in heavy equipment. Started my career up in Jacksonville, and then I was bouncing all over the state of Florida with the people that shall not be named. And they bounced me from Melbourne to Tampa to Orlando to Altamont, back up to Daytona. I mean, I was all over the place and gained up the ranks and actually became a field supervisor for that company, training practically everybody on the Eastern Seaboard. And just built my career from there. Ended up doing some wild jobs, being a superintendent for one of the largest construction projects in the state of Florida, which is the I-4 expansion project. I was one of the superintendents for subcontractors, and been out there for about 8 years. Was out there, and then I just decided to kind of do my own thing. So my business partner, aka the boss, aka my wife, and I decided to take the leap and start our own business. And boy, 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 let me tell you, it's been a different kind of stress, that's for sure. Um, lot of sleepless nights between her and me, and but our luck has it be is that we're still here. And we originally started the LLC in 19, and then we went full time with the hydraulic portion, heavy equipment hydraulics, in 23. So we're into our third year full time doing nothing but hydraulics, and I would say it's pretty good. I mean, we're growing at a exponential rate, and we'd like to share our experiences with the people out there and what they can expect for blue collar, what they can expect for especially heavy equipment and whatever else. If they have any questions or anything, yeah.
So with only being 3 years in, did you ever think that you would have made it this far. I mean, we're literally doing a podcast.
No. No. I mean, the first year was I mean, I can remember that night that I looked at my wife and said, "How are we going to buy our first print machine? How are we gonna do it?" I mean, it's up in where was that? In Long Island. I had to fly into Long Island, like, within 24 hours or else this guy was gonna sell it,
Yeah.
rent a truck, and drive it all the way back to Florida, and we were stretching every penny we could just to do that, to make that purchase and, of course, the transport down to Florida, so to go from that to we have, what, 8 vehicles, 8 employees?
On the property or
Well, we have a lot of vehicles. That's part of your gearhead thing. So, to 8 employees to what, technically 3 active working service vans, technically. It's been a blessing, and, I couldn't have done it without the crew that we have. Obviously, the, office staff that we have is amazing. Um, it's been like I said, there's ups and there's downs, but more or less, there's more ups than downs. So
yeah. I mean, I couldn't agree more with the office staff, because I came from that. I was a multi-unit operations manager for a pretty large company. I'll name names. Just kidding. Um, but yeah, I didn't like doing that. It was not my cup of tea.
not mine either.
And to be honest with you, I couldn't be more grateful for them.
Yeah.
The computer stuff, it's great. It's great to work in the AC. Um, if you're bored, I guess, but I just don't like it.
I mean, we have right now, we have a, um, TikTok page, we have Facebook page. So if people are out there and they're, trying to see exactly what we do on a daily, they can plug into that. It's Kraken Hydraulics. They can plug into that and they could see some of the weird stuff we work on. We don't just work on yellow iron. Yellow iron isn't it is a normal slang term that construction people call construction equipment. Excavators, loaders, a lot of people
Okay,
don't know what an excavator is. A lot of people don't know what a loader is. Everyone still calls it a steamroller. It bothers me that people call it steamroller.
I've yeah,
A steamroller.
I
This
remember having
Listen, the
that
Industrial Revolution was
conversation.
like 100 plus years ago. We don't use steam.
And what's funny too is I think I showed up to that site. Are you talking about the one where that guy was driving the Ford Maverick?
Yeah, yeah, him.
Yeah, I think we pulled up and I was like, "Is it this steamroller?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he looks at you sideways like, steam? No, there's the roller. I don't know what a steamroller is. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there don't know the actual terminology.
yeah,
They just look at it and go, "Oh, that's a dump truck. All right, what kind? Is it an end dump? Is it a, you know?"
yeah. I've also seen some TikTok ads, front loaders being confused with forklifts.
Yeah.
One of
Well,
our employees showed us
you know,
that.
yeah. So we're gonna try to square that away is exactly what the stuff is gonna be called or what people should be calling it. A lot of people look at our industry. A lot of people look at a hydraulic cylinder and call it a ram.
I haven't had that one yet.
They call it a ram. It's like, can you fix my ram? I'm
Is
like, you
Could it
want
be
to?
a brand or
No, no.
this Ram?
Yeah, they don't because they don't know. They don't know what it
I
is.
mean, I own a Ram. I own a Ram.
I'm sorry. Made by Dodge. I can put it out
Anyway,
there.
yeah. So for you guys that don't know, we do have a green screen. We don't have it set up yet. Like I said, this is our first episode, so we're still getting our ducks in a row with everything.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. Um, so we do have some topics that we are going to go over. These are supposed to be introduction kind of topics. He's the storyteller for people that don't know.
That's right.
I'm not. So
That's right.
all right. So with our first topic, this is going to be more of like a who we are kind of thing. Hey,
Oh, she wants
give
to ask a question.
give you the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Here we go.
You don't have a microphone though.
She don't need one. She's got a
I
loud
guess we can
voice.
kind of. I was gonna say I can kind of reiterate the question, or he can.
Ooh, you know I do. You know I do.
Please.
Okay. So this was up in Jacksonville. It was on what's called a Robin class tugboat, which is it's a medium duty tugboat. And what we were doing is we're working the winch on the back. And I had a brand new guy, greenhorn, and he decided to hang on to the mooring line and hang on to it. He did. When the mooring line broke, because as the swell comes in and out, that boat goes in and out like this on the harbor. So it stretches the lines and then comes back, stretches the lines. And I told him when those lines are tied up, you never, ever, ever, ever be near them because when they break, they have like an explosive
So
power
that
to them.
was the guy's first day?
That was the guy's first day.
Oh,
Eh,
okay.
my first day was 30 years ago. I can't remember what I did last week.
Yeah.
So it was his first day and he hung on to it. Thankfully, where he hung on to it, it didn't explode, it didn't break where he was hanging on to it. It
Mhm.
broke up the line, but it still had enough recoil that it threw him off his feet, about 75, 80 feet back onto the dock, and he was formally fired at that point.
Gotcha. Well, you lost me at mooring.
Hmm?
I thought you said morning.
Oh, mooring.
What is a mooring?
A mooring line. It's basically a rope that ties a boat to a dock. It is called a mooring.
Wow.
I didn't make it up.
I
But that's what it's called. Why? I don't know. I could tell you a lot of like port and starboard and bow. I could tell you where those terms came from, but
yeah.
mooring, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Me? Okay. Well, my first terrible first day was actually about myself. Worked for a company that does restocking shelves.
Got it?
There's a bunch of them out there.
Yep.
Didn't know where anything was. Literally the first day, it was 4:30 in the morning.
4:30.
Yeah, 4:30 in a convenience store. Anyways, yeah, they told me you have 15 minutes to restock stock or product that is taller than me, which isn't a lot. I get that, but it's about 6 to 7 feet tall of stuff, and said you have 15 minutes to get rid of it. And what did I not do? Exactly that. And what did happen? I clocked out before 4:45 because I said I'm not getting this stuff done. Yeah, that was really rough, and I didn't last very long at that job.
Well, it happens. I won't ever ask you to reach to the top end of the shelf of the cupboard.
Yeah, because I need a step stool.
Mm.
Jobs I thought would be easy but weren't. Yeah, great one. Showed up to a ginormous fucking crane, and guess who had to go in the middle of it? This guy. Because guess what? I'm smaller than he is.
Wait a minute. We don't want to bring up dingoes?
No,
No
nobody
dingoes?
talks about that.
No. We don't talk about
Now
dingoes.
we're
We don't
gonna
talk
be
about
working on that
nifties.
thing this week. Oh man, yeah. Showed up to a crane. Ended up being a blown hose in right in the main heart, right off the main pump of this crane. I don't know what was going on the outside of this, but there was two hoses that were actually busted, and he was on one and I was on the other, and I had our other worker feeding me rags because of how wet and oily I got due to how bad this line was busted. And when I took this line off, he took his line off, and guess what he had to do? Plug it with his finger.
Plug it with a finger.
Yeah,
So let me explain. So in a big crane, this was a 300-ton crane. You have what's called the winch house. Okay, that's where your two big winches are that go up to the boom. In
the
between
middle
the
of the crane.
the winches for the crane, he was in between those two winches. So he was inside the winch house, down underneath one of the winches.
Yeah,
I have pictures.
that was a terrible time, and it was. I don't know. It wasn't hot. It was so cold. I want to say it was. I think it was really cold inside of this crane. And I remember accidentally punching the side of this because it slipped off because of how oily it was.
Yeah.
And we probably went through 30 to 40 rags trying to clean up, get oil back into this thing, make sure the O rings were set in place, make sure people's fingers weren't shoved into this crane. Yeah, that was a great time.
So I had one, and I can't make this up. I wish there was pictures, but there wasn't. and the guy retired. It was up in Jax. It was on a car hauler. The guy broke down in the middle of an intersection, and it was like soup old, and the intersection was full of water. So it was about 2 or 3 feet deep of water, and he broke down. I had to put on a snorkel mask and go underwater to fix the line.
No.
I mean, I was a lot younger then, so I wouldn't do that now. Plus,
And, like, I see that, like, if the price is right, okay.
well, we had Florida Highway Patrol trying to kick him off the road because he's blocking up the whole intersection.
Yeah,
So as I knew it was going to open up to contamination, all that rainwater going to get into his hydraulic system. They just needed us to plug the hose and get the truck off the intersection. So it is what it is. I mean, like I said, I have stories,
yeah.
a lot of stories.
How fucking hot it is.
A lot of people don't even believe it or not. There's a lot of people that we have to explain what hydraulics actually is. And my best saying is cardiovascular surgeon for heavy equipment. A lot of people don't even know what hydraulics is. We have to sit there and explain it. They actually look at us and say, "Well, do I have a hydraulics at my house?"
Yeah. And what's crazy too is that's his saying. I've said to people, look at yellow machines, construction machines, look at the chrome pieces. That's what we work on.
You
You
know,
see the shiny stuff?
well,
That's us.
we just went to a guy's house last week or the week before, and I said that saying, and he actually turned to me and said, "My wife's actually a cardiovascular surgeon. I know exactly what you're talking about."
Yeah.
You're okay. You're not of my people.
Yeah. Great to have one of those in your back pocket, I
That
guess.
is true. Yeah.
But
Honestly, what we do is an emergency. So a lot of people are not really in a good mood when we get there because production has stopped because their machine is broken. However, there are also the people that like the worker that doesn't own the machine that's all amped up. The workers are the ones that are, cracking up and making jokes and all that
I
nonsense.
like the ones that are ready to go home
Oh yeah.
because they think it's going to take us hours to fix it. And
Oh
we're
yeah.
there for maybe 30 minutes,
Yeah.
if that. And they've packed everything up. They've got their car warming up,
Oh
getting
yeah.
the AC going.
They've already called their girl.
Yeah.
I'm on my way home, babe. Wait, 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 wait. No, I'm not.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. That is fun.
Yeah.
That is fun. But I mean, we see a lot of sabotage too now. We see a lot of sabotage where the employee wants to go home and they'll sabotage their machines. Just saw one the other day. Just saw one. He was actively running the machine with hydraulic oil shooting onto his windshield. He had full wipers on, just running it. And I said, "You think you should stop that now? I still got oil. I'm going." I'm like, "You're gonna burn up a pump, brother."
Yeah. That's wild. I've had people fill up their hydraulic machines with gear oil and us having to come in and do a pump out for it.
Oh yeah,
That's it's not fun, especially trying to explain that and convince somebody that, yeah, this is what's wrong with your machine.
yeah. They messed it up. Yeah, and it was because of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ooh, field fixes and should have worked. Okay. A lot of people I've seen this kind of a few times use duct tape and rags over the hole and zip it, or they'll use the equipment improperly. They'll use like say a loader as a crane, or they'll use their crane truck way above its limit, like our guys do. Um,
I don't know what you're talking about.
mm, we see a lot. Or I mean, the best thing is tools. A lot of people use whatever's closest to them as a hammer, whatever's closest to them as a screwdriver, um, and or they'll weld something together and they'll make this weird tool. And so I see a lot of that, but you know, typically I mean, the stuff that we do is above board. We try to get it. I mean, we don't want to come back. I mean, no offense, but we don't want to come back. If we come back, we want another job. We don't want to come back for the big W.
Yeah, I can definitely say that's something that I had to get used to is like adjusting tools to
Yeah,
where it's going to fit your need for that job.
yeah,
Like I said, I came from the automotive. We have tools that are pretty. You wipe it down
yeah.
and you put it back in the toolbox.
Not our stuff.
Real nice.
Yeah,
And then when you get on a job and you don't have the right stuff, like a pry bar, and you have to cut a wrench in half and to use it as a pry bar because
Yeah.
that's the only thing you have. Let's think about this real quick. But yeah, it's really difficult. Or cutting a wrench in half because you don't have enough room to get an appropriate wrench in the right spot.
Yep.
I mean, yes, there are certain tools like
Crow's feet,
service
service wrenches,
wrenches.
blah blah blah. Yep. But if you're
Yeah,
not there, if you don't have them, or you left them on the last job,
yeah,
that does happen too. You got to make do with what you got to do.
yeah. Get off my fucking crane. Yeah, that's been said. I'll never forget that guy.
Remember that guy?
Oh, yeah. He was a peach. And if you didn't think I wanted to give him a wedgie after I got off that crane, you're out of your mind. That was great.
So I got called in to work on a telehandler, off-road forklift. We'll go over it once we get the green screen up. Did my job, but this telehandler required a specific oil, ATF. We didn't carry ATF. So I told the ground crew, I told the supervisor, told management, told all that, hey, you need to put oil in this machine. Okay, we'll handle it. All right, cool. Sign here. I'm out. The next morning, the owner of that machine, the owner of the company, called us up and he was almost screaming through the microphone, through the phone at us. So my management told me to go out there and kind of figure out what's going on. As soon as I pulled up, I see this guy walking through these houses like he was like a pit bull on cocaine. Just he had an eye patch on his eye, and he was steadily bleeding on his cheek. His eye was bleeding,
Mhm.
and he oh my god, he was so mad, like above, like no one should be that mad in public. And he comes up, and he was calling me every name in the book. He was calling me every name in the book, and telling me that I blew up his machine, that the guy started it and ran it with no oil, and it locked up the pumps. So I'm like, "Well, sir, this is on you guys, not us. I told everybody and everyone on his whole crew, well, you don't need to tell them. They're all, very colorful language." And I said, "Well, I mean, we're not at fault. We can help you out, but we're not at fault." And he just kept going, calling me and my mama every name in the book. And I told him, said, "I'm going to give you 10 more seconds, Bob. Get it off your chest." But on the 11th second, we talk like men.
Yeah.
That's that's it. So at the time I was wearing a watch. I looked at my watch and I was counting down. And this guy was just he couldn't believe how I was talking to him. And on the 11th second, I went, that pushed him over. That pushed him overboard. He turned red and he really got irate. And I turned around and walked back into the van. And next thing you know, he threw his cell phone against the van,
Yeah.
his phone. So he was asking me to help him out and, what oil does it take? And I wasn't answering his questions anymore. He already lost it. So, unfortunately, I had to drive down this cul-de-sac, come back, and he threw another cell phone at me. Where he got 2 cell phones, I don't know, but
Yeah. So how long ago was that?
about about 7 years ago.
Oh, so it was actually kind of recent
Ish,
ish.
yeah. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, probably about 10 years. Yeah, about 10 years. So it was 7 years from, on my last employment. Yeah,
Gotcha.
about 10 years ago. Mhm.
I'm assuming you weren't able to retain that customer or anything.
No. No, it was no. And good rightfully so. I did find out why he had an eye patch on. The day before, he was working a wood chipper and a piece of wood shot up. He wasn't wearing safety glasses, caught him in the eye, and it took his eye out.
Oof.
Yeah. So he was upset with that and all, but he wanted to take it out on somebody.
I like how everything that you remember for that is this guy's eye patch.
It's the eye patch.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that eye patch. That's for sure.
I had a customer that this was actually back in my automotive days. This was probably 3 or 4 years ago, actually, when I was in Palm Bay. Um, your oil indicator light, your little
Oh, yeah.
service light, your little reminder thing. Well, this lady thought that it was supposed to be it restarts every time you get an oil change. So it's
Oh,
based off actual oil life,
yeah.
not like mileage, like it actually is for people that don't know that. It's off of your mileage, not your actual oil life.
EVs are the devil.
EVs.
EVs are the devil.
Anyway, so this lady, she thought we didn't change her oil because her oil life still said 0%. She thought we forgot. The one thing that we do at this location is do that, and
Yeah.
she didn't think we did that. And I actually had one of my assistant managers at the time try to take care of her because that's part of his training is retaining unhappy guests, right? And unfortunately got escalated, didn't like what the response was. Eventually I had to get involved. I was on the other side of the shop taking care of another unhappy guest, and I got that resolved, taken care of.
You had a lot of unhappy guests at your shop.
Well, it's what happens when you take over a brand new shop that was
Mm.
mismanaged.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
So,
Wait, I'm gonna shock your world. You ready? You know they're coming out with EV heavy equipment? Yeah, EV loaders, excavators.
well, there still have to be hydraulics on it.
No?
Call Kraken for your next misplaced hose or your broken hose. Moving on.
EVs are not a popular thing out there, but I have seen EV equipment out on
I think you
construction.
told me about
They're
that.
blue. They're blue and white stripes.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Or are they white with blue
If
stripes?
you Google JCB and look up their EV, it's blue and white stripes.
Are we allowed to say company names on here?
It's an international company. I don't know why you can't. I mean,
Mhm.
Caterpillar, John Deere, Komatsu, I can say it all. I don't own any of it.
You forgot a few. Do you want to name the
Yeah,
rest?
I forgot a lot.
Can I continue with my story?
Go ahead.
Okay. Anyways,
My bad.
I was on the other side of the shop and this lady starts belligerently yelling. And so that's when I get involved because I like the big, high scream, yell stuff because it gets me real tickly inside.
Moist.
Yeah, it gets me real moist. You have no idea.
Moist.
I like to get involved with that. So I did. I implemented myself. I told him to go take care of, the cars or whatever else customers that we were dealing with at the time. And she wanted a refund. And I told her absolutely not because her oil life just needed to be reset. So what does she do? She drops the hard R multiple times.
Like the R?
The R, capital,
Wow.
and
Ends with a
not
D?
and not with a pirate accent.
Oh, yeah. But ends with a D? That one?
Sure.
Wow.
I don't even know which one you're talking about, nor do I want to know. But yeah, that was real fun. That's probably the only time I've actually told somebody to fuck off.
Well, we had one here at the shop that threw his cylinders, launched them across the road into the back of his truck.
When?
He picked up cylinders that we did, and I don't know why I forgot why he was so upset, but we saw him on camera. He was walking down the drive and across the road, he threw them up into the bed of his truck across the road. Just got in the door, slam,
Was this recent?
no, heavens no, this was probably 2 years ago.
I was gonna say because there's no problems with me like that. I take care of
Mm-mm.
my people.
Mm-mm.
Nor am I the cylinder guy, so it's kind of funny. But
We'll probably never get the cylinder guy on this podcast.
bummer.
Ooh, we could duct tape him.
Yeah?
Just like
Duct tape him.
a lot of duct tape.
That is a big man.
That's a lot of
That's
duct
a
tape.
lot of duct tape.
That's a lot of duct tape.
And he's not fat, he's just a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big dude. And he's angry.
Well, willfully so. I mean, what he
We'll
does,
see.
he kind of has to be angry to get certain things out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's for
that
certain.
was great. Do I?
So the question is, do we have any pet peeves in this industry? Yes. My biggest pet peeve of all time, because we are an emergency mobile.
Yeah.
The biggest pet peeve is when the customer calls out multiple companies to arrive, and whoever gets there first. Listen here, I was in the fire department when a fire call would come out. It's the first truck on site gets it. I get that. I get that portion. If you do that to us, I'm telling you, you're going to get a service call right off the clip. I
Yeah.
mean, there's been a lot of times where we've pulled up and either someone else is right behind us or we're pulling up right behind somebody. That is a huge pet peeve of mine. Stick with one company. Use them. If they're not good, then you learned your lesson. Next time, do another company. That's a big pet peeve
I
of mine.
remember that company when I think it was like one of the first times I was in the Freightliner, that company that called and also called Pertec.
Yeah,
And then you called me, it was like, you need to beat them. Why? Well, they also called this company.
yeah.
So you need to get there. Well, the Freightliner being governed at 60 miles an hour,
62. 63 downhill with the wind to your back.
Well, when the speed limit's 70 where I was.
Yeah, well, I mean, did you beat him?
I did. I ended up seeing the other company uh posted up at a nearby gas station. So that was kind of funny. That
Yeah,
guy did not care.
yep. I mean, you'll see that a lot too out there with a lot of companies, a whole lot of companies. They're just stuck out in the field. They don't have anywhere else to go.
Yeah.
So instead of, I don't know, instead of doing their job, 9 hours a day, 5 days a week, 4 weeks of, so on and so on. I mean, after a while, you get burned out, blue collar burnout, and I've seen it time and time again. And that's why I tell you guys, if you're not feeling it, if you're not in the mojo of it, then back up, go do something else, get back in the mojo of things, but bigger companies won't allow the person to do that, so they sit and chill in a parking lot.
Well, and that's the thing too, because that's what some people fail to realize, especially out here, in your own service van. Sure, some people actually strive in that, like myself. I really do strive in being alone because that's how I learn more.
Mhm.
But a lot of the times you do get in your own head when you are by yourself. It doesn't matter whether you're doing, mobile hydraulics or you're doing what I was doing, which was, just being an area manager for another large company. You are riding around by yourself most of the time.
Well, you've been doing this, what, 8 months now? 9 months?
9 months.
9 months? Oh, let's do. Um,
What's due?
your 9-month baby.
No.
You've been doing it for 9 months, and, I mean, you already can kinda get the gist, you're in your 1st year, that it is a lonely life.
Yeah.
I mean, you're out there by yourself.
Yeah, there's plenty of times where you ride home, whether it's in the dark or throughout the day, and you just turn the music off because you don't want to hear it.
It is a long I mean, again, I've been running a 24-hour emergency van for 3 decades now. Sounds horrible when I say that, but 3 decades now, and, I mean, I've missed how many birthdays, how many Christmases, and a lot of people don't realize that, when they call people like us out and they look at the bill and they're like, "Why is this so much?" It's because we're literally stopping our entire lives at any time
Yeah.
to go bail you guys out and get, your equipment back up running or whatever it is. I mean, it can't we just worked on a tank, what, last month?
Was
2
it
months ago?
last month?
I don't know, a Sherman tank,
Sometime this year.
1947 American Sherman tank, and then right after that, it was a race car team, just crazy. I
Yeah.
mean, so the construction stuff is fun, but we get involved in a lot of other stuff, and they call us at weird
Yeah, and it's
times.
always the craziest shit too. It's not like, "Oh, can you please make this little hose off of my tractor?"
Remind me who was playing with live grenades
Yeah, I fucking was. Yeah, I
inside the
was.
tank.
I will. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, tell
Uh,
me when you get to fondle some grenades.
it was a fragmentation
Fondle.
fragment
Yeah, I said
it
it.
was a fragmentation grenade, and he was playing it over a box of them, and he was just like, "Doo, doo, 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 doo." I'm like, "That's a live grenade." And, of course, the owner of the tank's like, "There's" was it 35 or 70 millimeter shells right next to you?
Yeah, they were right behind me.
Yeah,
I was playing with the tips of them,
yeah, just the tip, though.
just the tips,
Just the
because
tip.
the stuff that's inside of it, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what's gonna happen with all that.
yeah. This is the kind of stuff that I have to deal with.
The customer didn't see it. I was inside the tank.
Yeah, I mean, he was happy, I guess.
It was hot as hell in that tank, though.
No air conditioning.
Yeah.
So, little background, I was a tanker in the Army. I was in the Abrams, twice as much room as a Sherman.
So can we still call you the Tango Whiskey Alpha Tango?
I mean, yeah, you absolutely can. Tanker without a tank. He spelled it.
Yeah, I did. I
Yeah,
wasn't sure if we're allowed to say that
he
on here.
spelled it. I had to sit there and like, wait a minute now. Tanker whiskey. Okay, yeah, it's tanker without a tank. Yeah, that was me. So the question to us, and I'll let you answer this one. What is a mistake that's made that could destroy equipment or cost potentially tens of thousands of dollars?
Not putting O-rings on quick disconnects or anything, honestly.
Okay. All right.
I specifically remember doing that,
Yeah.
not putting an O-ring on a SAE fitting and ended up being MPT. No, it was the other way around. I didn't put an O-ring on an NP, no, an SAE fitting, and it ended up being supposed to be.
So speaking Greek, SAE is standard automotive equipment. It is basically it is a fitting for automotive, and then NPT is a national pipe taper. It's a pipe fitting.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little confused right now. But yeah, accidentally did not put an O-ring on. Ended up, it didn't cost us anything but time, unfortunately. And that's where I learned most from. Unfortunately, is my
I've
mistake.
seen people put diesel fuel in hydraulic tanks. I've seen people put windshield washer fluid in diesel tanks. I've seen people put ATF in their engine oil. I've seen people use toilet paper rolls for their air filters in heavy equipment.
Really?
Um, Obviously, your external damage, like if they bend a rod, if they candy can a rod on a hydraulic cylinder, okay, and they candy
Yeah,
can the rod, they'll draw the rod back into the barrel. Um, there goes the whole cylinder when that
yeah.
happens. We gotta get a machine shop involved at that point. Oh, the biggest one, best one, easiest one is windshields and side door windows being broken by
Like
material coming
like back windows
back.
of like Ford F-150s.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, let's talk about that one.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, I wasn't even around.
I wasn't either.
So, what do you do? Flash question. What do you do if you have a pallet full of oil in the bed of a truck? What is the first thing you should do before transport?
Well, typically when it comes on a pallet, it's typically stacked like really high,
Four high, I believe.
4 or 5, high.
Hmm.
I would downstack it,
Okay, and then what?
especially if it's in a bed of a truck.
Yeah, and then what?
Tie it down.
Tie it down. And that day, what happened?
None of that
It
happened.
was not tied down, and it
Or
went through the back
downstack.
window of our delivery truck, costing an $800 back window. We all learned something that day. I learned patience.
That entire conversation was sarcasm, by the way. I hope everybody read that one.
We make mistakes too, right? So, but the good thing is that we fess up to it. But we don't, we, when it comes to heavy equipment, we don't make mistakes as adding diesel fuel into hydraulics. And I mean, we're a little bit, we're there to fix the problem, not to create more of a problem.
Yeah, and I mean it is difficult to identify, especially on older machines, where certain tanks are,
Yeah.
like hydraulic oil. What does that logo look like? What does a diesel fuel oil or diesel fuel logo look like?
Hmm.
Engine oil, all of these have different logos, and
You could luck out and have colored caps.
you could.
You could,
I'm sorry, I've never come across that.
but you won't. They're gone. They're gone.
Yeah, that's never happened to me
Yeah.
before. But yeah, we do luck out and have those, have that education for it. Some of us don't care to have it. We just show up on construction sites and have our way with the machine.
I'd say the honestly, the answer to it is the biggest thing is that, the employee, the operator, or even maybe even the helper just does silly mistakes causing big damage to the machines.
Yeah, and
Big
I mean
damage.
that's again where it comes from is that lack of education.
Yeah.
Some people just want to have another body on a construction site just to move dirt around or
Yeah.
whatever the case is,
Yeah.
right? And people do fail to realize that people do start from the bottom.
But I tell you what, you dug a what is that about a 2 or 3 foot deep by 6 feet wide by 30 feet long trench by hand with shovels. Would you rather do that with a mini excavator or with a shovel? Take care of your equipment.
That was weird.
Make things weird.
Yes.
Mm, okay. So the question is, do you think
Ooh.
AI will ever replace our job? I'm gonna
If
give that
they grow hands,
I'm gonna give
sure.
that a hard no. There's no way that'll because what we do is we fix human error.
Yeah.
And AI, unless they grow hands. I mean, is
Not
this iRobot question? Like
yeah,
an
not even that. Like you said,
look,
it fixes
like this guy comes out.
There has to be human error. What if
You're talking
AI
about a
is
program issue.
yeah, that'd be a program issue if
That's
that's
not
the
that's
case,
not us.
which we have run into that before.
We've run into program issues. But
What was that, a press?
that was a 30-ton brake press.
Yeah, and everything was perfectly fine. We replaced and repacked and 3 cylinders out of this press, and they thought it was our problem for weeks, and what happened?
It was a
And
program issue.
ended up being a program issue. It had nothing to do with
I
human
I think
error.
that's the only way AI could ever affect what we do for a living is if something was like Bluetooth synced or Wi-Fi synced, not Wi-Fi maybe, but synced to some sort of kind of like an EV car, Tesla,
Oh, like a blue one?
like a blue one,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Maybe because the sound that it makes is yoinking, yoinking, yoinking.
Is that like a jump or what is that?
I don't know what it is. It's a
Okay.
cool sound though. Say it.
It's catchy.
Yoinkin.com.
Yoinkin? How do you spell it?
Yoinkin, I believe.
Isn't it ON?
Yoinkin.com.
.com? Okay.
Um, so anyway, if we there's no plugs in this show at all. um, I think I don't think AI is gonna ever replace us because we physically have to get in there and physically do the work. I don't see AI doing that. Now, again, if it's Bluetooth synced somewhere and they can run like a trouble code
Yeah, so
into the machine,
that would have to revolve around like certain sensors that have to be plugged
I
in.
think it's a manufacturer thing.
That's what I mean though,
Yeah,
is it would have to be a sensor that would have to, but then again, that would also still be some sort like a check engine light. Like if you have an
yeah.
O2 sensor that goes off and then or goes bad, shows up on your dash, now you have a check engine light.
And more than half of our stuff that we work on has electronic failure, not hydraulic failure.
Yeah.
So we have to diagnose, all right, you have an electronic failure. This is what you have to do. And at that point, it goes into that world. And arky sparky stuff is just not what I like to do at all. It's not fun. I don't know a single person that just wakes up and just wants to go do arky sparky stuff other than my brother. He's an electrician. Other than my brother. But yeah, I don't think AI will ever, ever, ever take
Unless
care of
they
us.
can dispense a fitting out of a vending machine, try to take my job. I dare you.
Speaking of fitting,
Oh,
this is his fitting.
this is my fitting.
Shall we talk about this fitting?
And I think it fits our first episode
Yeah,
because it's so big.
it's so phallic looking, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So for anybody that doesn't know, this is a regular fitting. Um 2 MPT national pipe taper, female. What? Bring it to the camera. Do you want me to fucking shove it in the camera's face?
Bring it. Shove it in the camera's face. Just the tip.
Fucking more? Can you see it now, Mr. Krabs?
Oh, you gotta go back. Here, let me do it.
Oh, God. That's it.
Okay. So he likes this fitting because of why? Why do you like this fitting so much?
Well, you can put 3 connections on this. It's a very odd one. But this is the male side
Mm-hmm.
and this is the 2 female sides.
Uh-huh.
And you can plug hoses on this side
Uh-huh.
and that side.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you can plug one on this side too. But yeah, this one's going to be around for a little bit. It's probably one of my favorite ones to use.
It's just gonna sit right there next to Spaceman.
You have
Yeah.
to give him a name though. Not the fitting.
Peter is the fitting.
Peter,
You know why?
because of the fitting?
Yes. Is the fitting. The Spaceman does need a name, so we're gonna need a name for
Yeah,
him.
we're going to need a name. Not for the fitting.
That's Peter.
The spaceman.
The Spaceman.
Okay. Let's move on with these questions.
Oh.
I mean, I'm really excited to see not only for who we're gonna have on the on this podcast, whether it's guests or employees, but also, damn, I just lost my train of thought.
So with the podcast, what we're gonna do, we're trying to do this to have fun. We're trying to do this to be kind of informative, but to have fun.
Yeah, I know informative stuff it gets boring after a while. You know, especially when you hear like ATF, MPT, SAE, all that other
I know we put some people to sleep already.
yeah,
They're like,
all that other crap. And I mean, I'm not worried about that because
there's gonna be
some of it needs to be talked about.
little red solo cups involved. a lot more on
I
our
don't know about a
podcast.
lot more, but go
Maybe
ahead.
not for you. Lightweight. No, it'll be fun. I think it's gonna be awesome. Um,
Yeah, and to be honest with you, we're gonna have more categories. I really want to get like reaction videos to whether it's like fails of like construction equipment or like just regular
like
funny
local fails or like just fails in general?
fails in general.
Okay.
I mean, some of them can be local, especially if we come across like really crazy ones. Like jobs that we had in this past week. Like
Mm.
I have plenty of photos to where we can
Oh
talk
yeah.
about what could have been done or what could have been done better in order to prevent certain failures to occur.
Yeah.
But also just like reaction videos to TikToks and other videos that go along with what we do, or even outside stuff.
I dig it.
I was telling some of our ladies in the office, like, pick 5 episodes or 5 episodes, 5 videos, and let's just react to 'em.
I can do that.
I think that would be kind of funny.
Heck yeah.
Or even if some other, viewers want to send in their own videos, I'm good with that too. Some people are very boring
Me?
and yeah, I'm super excited, especially like I was saying with some of our guests that are going to be on here. We're going to have them from other companies, some well-named companies too.
Big time.
Some are good friends of ours. Some of them we worked, hand in hand with,
Yeah.
and I really do feel like it's going to be a
We're
fun
gonna have
time.
employees on here too. We'll probably get the office staff involved. We'll probably get the cylinder division involved. We got sales staff that can get involved. You know,
Should we get the producer involved too?
I mean,
He does drive a blue Tesla though.
he is literally staring at us right now. He is staring at us right now. If he wants to get on, he can. But yeah, I mean, obviously our background will change and we'll grow. We're gonna, some more furniture and
Yeah, this isn't
stuff.
gonna be. This isn't the final
No.
background. This flag is there because Merca, but we had a really
America.
bad lighting issue with the wood that was on here.
Yeah, it's too
Um,
too shiny.
he's got his jersey up here,
Hey,
which is
pal.
pretty cool. I'm gonna have my own side. I just haven't had enough money to get stuff up there yet.
And by the way, Mike Evans went over to the San Francisco 49ers.
You told me about that.
Yeah.
When was that?
Recent. I think it was recent, but this Mike Evans jersey, he went to San Francisco. The producer's telling me to hurry up. I'm done.
I told you we should charge labor hours for how much you talk.
I'm done. Told you I was a storyteller, people. Anyway, yeah.
No, yeah, this has been really fun. I'm probably not gonna do shots the next time we do this.
Uh,
I get it, but
I said bigger shots. Those are like little
bigger
baby cups.
shots. Um,
What's in his cup back there?
that's sweet tea.
Okay.
It's actually sweet tea. But yeah, it's been a real fun time. We always have a lot to talk about,
Oh yeah.
especially when we're driving around, going job to job. Um, you
It
know,
will get a little crude though sometimes.
I mean, for the people that know me,
Yeah.
they know that they already know. If
It'll get
I'm
a little
involved,
crude.
it's
We
gonna be
are
rough.
construction workers. We are, you know, I mean we listen to a whole lot worse every day, all day.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to filter as much as we can. But at the end of the day, we're still blue collar. We're still dirty fingernails.
I had to
Yeah,
cut mine.
tattoos, lots of tattoos.
Yeah.
I'm about to get my whole chest piece done.
Hope you're
It's
excited for that, and I hope it hurts a lot.
oh, it's gonna hurt a lot. I'm a baby when it comes to that stuff.
That's crazy considering.
Yeah, I'm a baby, and he won't let me use numbing gel.
Good.
I know. Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, that's really all we got. Apparently, our time's up. So I really hope you guys
we have to go back
enjoyed.
to our cell.
Yep.
We have to go back to our cell.
Yeah, I got to get chained up
Damn it.
and tied down
Cool.
and gagged.
Well, listen, come back. This is our inaugural. Is that how you say it? Inaugural. Our inaugural
Spell it.
podcast. No. Inaugural podcast. Progress. By all means, we're gonna get better and better and better as we go. So just let us know if you guys have any comments. Let us know, and until then, we'll see you next time.
Yeah. See ya.